Picture the looming moon. Imagine waking up one morning and stepping outside. Instead of the familiar sun, you see something else, something terrifying. The moon, usually a distant orb in the night sky, now fills the horizon. It's enormous, closer than it's ever been. Its craters and shadows are visible to the naked eye. This isn't a dream, this is our reality now. The moon, once our celestial companion, is on a collision course with Earth. This isn't some distant theoretical threat. This is happening now. It's a slow-motion apocalypse, but an apocalypse nonetheless. Every news channel shows the same terrifying image, the moon, growing larger with each passing hour. Scientists try to offer explanations, reassurances, but their words ring hollow in the face of this cosmic horror. The end is near. Humanity is united in fear. This is it, the end of our world. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. All we can do is watch as the moon, our once familiar companion, turns into our executioner. We're small, insignificant, a cosmic afterthought in the face of this celestial collision. This is how it ends, not with a bang, but with the silent, inexorable pull of gravity. Section 2, Gravity's Grip. The dance turns deadly. The moon isn't just a light in the sky, it's a massive body with its own gravitational pull. We feel that pull every day. It's what causes the tides. But as the moon gets closer, that pull gets stronger, much stronger. Our world, once so familiar, begins to unravel. Tides surge higher than ever before, flooding coastal cities. Earthquakes rip across the globe, reshaping continents. Volcanoes, dormant for millennia, roar back to life. The very planet seems to convulse in pain, a death rattle echoing through the cosmos. The delicate balance of our world is shattered. The air grows thick with volcanic ash, blotting out the sun. The temperature fluctuates wildly, from scorching heat to freezing cold. The once predictable rhythm of day and night is gone. The world is plunged into chaos, and still the moon grows closer. Its pull is relentless, inescapable. The moon's gravity isn't the only force at work. Earth, too, exerts its pull. This gravitational tug-of-war has devastating consequences. The moon begins to distort, stretching and straining under the immense forces. This cosmic ballet is beautiful, terrifying, and ultimately destructive. Section 3, Oceans in Turmoil. Our blue planet, drowning. The oceans covering the majority of our planet are the first to feel the full brunt of the moon's approach. The increased gravitational pull amplifies tides, turning them into monstrous walls of water. Coastal cities, once teeming with life, are swallowed whole. Entire coastlines vanish beneath the waves. But the destruction doesn't stop there. The moon's gravity disrupts ocean currents, the lifeblood of our planet. These currents regulate our climate, distribute heat, and support a vast web of marine life. As the currents falter, weather patterns go haywire. Storms rage across the globe with unprecedented fury. The delicate balance of the marine ecosystem collapses. Fish, mammals, and microscopic organisms alike are tossed about in the churning waters. Coral reefs, vibrant underwater cities are crushed and bleached. The once thriving oceans are transformed into a chaotic, unforgiving wasteland. The air, thick with salt and the stench of decay, becomes difficult to breathe. The once familiar blue of our planet, a symbol of life and tranquility, is replaced by a churning, muddy brown. The Earth is drowning, gasping for breath under the relentless assault of the moon's gravity. Section 4. Earth shatters. The very ground beneath us broken. The Earth's crust, that seemingly solid ground beneath our feet, is no match for the immense forces at play. As the moon draws closer, its gravitational pull intensifies, stretching and compressing the Earth's crust. Fault lines, long dormant, awaken with a vengeance. Earthquakes, more powerful than any in recorded history, ripple across the globe. Mountains crumble and collapse. Cities are reduced to rubble in the blink of an eye. The very ground beneath us becomes a treacherous, unpredictable landscape. The Earth is literally breaking apart. Volcanoes, dormant for millennia, erupt in fiery explosions, spewing molten lava and ash into the atmosphere. These eruptions release toxic gases, further polluting the air and shrouding the planet in a choking volcanic haze. The skies, once blue, are now a menacing red, illuminated by the glow of 1,000 volcanoes. The Earth's magnetic field, our shield against harmful radiation from the sun, begins to fluctuate wildly. This disruption further exacerbates the chaos, interfering with communications and electronic devices. Our technologically advanced world is thrown back to a primitive age, helpless against the forces of nature unleashed. Section 5. The atmosphere burns. Our protective blanket ablaze, our protective blanket ablaze. The Earth's atmosphere, our fragile shield against the harshness of space, bears the brunt of the moon's approach. As the two celestial bodies draw closer, the air between them compresses, generating intense heat. The sky glows an eerie red, a harbinger of the destruction to come. The moon, lacking a substantial atmosphere of its own, acts like a giant meteoroid, hurtling towards Earth at an alarming speed. As it enters the Earth's atmosphere, friction ignites the air, creating a fiery inferno that engulfs the sky. The heat is unbearable, incinerating everything in its path. The ozone layer, our protection against harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun, is stripped away. The Earth is bombarded with lethal doses of radiation, further threatening any life that might have survived the initial onslaught. The air itself becomes toxic, a deadly cocktail of superheated gases and vaporized rock. The once familiar blue sky, a symbol of hope and tranquility, is now a terrifying spectacle of fire and destruction. The Earth's atmosphere, once our protector, is now a deadly furnace, consuming everything in its path. Section 6. Life finds a way, or does it? Can anything survive this? As the moon continues its descent, the question arises, can anything survive this apocalypse? The Earth is a resilient planet, having weathered countless cataclysmic events throughout its long history. Life, too, has proven to be remarkably tenacious, adapting to even the most extreme environments. But the moon's impact is on an entirely different scale. The sheer energy released by the collision would be unimaginable, dwarfing even the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs. The surface of the Earth would be transformed into a molten wasteland, any trace of life obliterated. Some scientists speculate that deep underground, shielded from the worst of the heat and radiation, pockets of life might endure. Extremophiles, organisms that thrive in the most hostile environments, offer a glimmer of hope. Perhaps in the deepest, darkest recesses of the ocean, life could find a way to cling on. But even if life does manage to survive the initial impact, the long-term prospects are bleak. The Earth's atmosphere and climate would be irrevocably altered, the delicate balance that supports life shattered. The planet would be a hostile, unforgiving place, a shadow of its former self. Section 7 echoes of the catastrophe, the aftermath of the impossible. The immediate aftermath of the moon's impact is a scene of unimaginable devastation. The Earth's surface is a molten wasteland scarred by colossal craters and crisscrossed by rivers of lava. The air is thick with toxic fumes and choked with dust, obscuring the once familiar stars. Debris from the impact, ejected into space with tremendous force, rains down on the planet in a fiery meteor shower. These impacts further scar the Earth's surface and generate colossal shockwaves that ripple through the remaining atmosphere. The planet shudders under the onslaught, its once stable rotation thrown into disarray. Over time, the molten surface cools and solidifies, forming a new alien landscape. The oceans, vaporized by the impact's heat, slowly condense and return to their basins, but they are vastly different. Their composition is altered, their currents disrupted, and their once teeming ecosystems a distant memory. The Earth is a changed world, forever marked by the catastrophic event that reshaped its very being. The moon, once a familiar presence in the night sky, is gone. Replaced by a ring of debris, a constant reminder of the cosmic catastrophe that befell our planet. Section 8. A humbling perspective. What does this mean for humanity? The hypothetical scenario of the moon colliding with Earth, while purely speculative, serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our existence. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, we are but a small, insignificant species, clinging to a tiny rock hurtling through space. The universe is a vast and indifferent place, governed by the laws of physics. We are at the mercy of these laws, subject to the whims of celestial objects and cosmic events far beyond our control. The moon's impact, though fictional, underscores the importance of appreciating our place in the universe. This scenario should serve as a call to action. We must cherish and protect our planet, the only home we know. We must work together to address the challenges facing humanity, from climate change to resource depletion. Our future depends on it. The moon's impact, though a fictional event, offers a valuable lesson. Life is precious and our time on this planet is finite. Let us make the most of it, appreciating the beauty and wonder of the universe, while striving to create a better future for ourselves and generations to come.